Hello and welcome back to Grammar Made Simple from Simple-ESL. And today we are learning the past continuous, a tense we use to talk about an action that was in progress at a specific point in time. So, for example, I was watching TV at 8 p.m. We use the past simple to talk about finished actions in the past, and we use the past continuous. We can talk about actions that were in progress in the past. So in this lesson, we're going to learn how to form the past continuous with was and were, plus the verb ending in ing. And you'll practice using it in real sentences, especially with the past simple, like I was cooking when the phone rang. Let's get started. So on this slide, we are going to be answering the key question: what is the past continuous? We use the past continuous to describe an action that was in progress at a specific time in the past. So we're not focusing on when it started or finished. We're focusing on the thing that was happening at that moment. It's focusing on the action. So we form this with was or were. So I, he, she, it was. You, we, they were. And in the verb, it is ing form. So if I was to say, I was eating lunch at noon, the verb to eat becomes eating. This tells us that at noon, the action was happening. Lunch was in progress. In a minute, we'll practice making our own sentences. We'll try and make some corrections to mistakes and common issues with using this tense. But when do we use the past continuous? So we use the past continuous, firstly, to describe an action in progress at a specific time in the past. So at 7 p.m., I was watching TV. The focus here is the activity in progress, not the start or the finish. Secondly, we can use it to set a scene in a story. This is really common when we start describing background details. So, for example, it was raining, the verb to rain, and the wind was blowing, the verb to blow. This paints a picture and helps the listener imagine the situation before the main events happen. So we can describe an action in progress, we can set a scene in a story, we can use it to show an action interrupted by another by using the past simple. So I was cooking when the phone rang. The cooking was already happening. The phone rang and interrupted. It stopped the cooking. So we can use it for progress at a time, background for a scene, interrupted action. So now it's your turn. This is a gap fill activity. We're going to be using the past continuous. So remember the form. I was, he was, she was, it was, you were, they were, we were. And we use past continuous when the action is in progress in the past, often when something else has interrupted it. So let's look at our first example. She read a book when the power went out. We have she, so we need to use was, and read becomes reading. She was reading a book when the power went out. So notice the structure here. The long action in progress was reading, and the interruption is the power went out. And this is in the past simple. So we use past continuous and past simple. With the past simple interrupting, stopping the past continuous action. Let's look at number 2. They play football at the park yesterday. So the subject is they. So we're going to use were. And play becomes playing. They were playing football. Even though it says yesterday, we're focusing on the activity as something that was happening, but not a completed action. So the focus is the activity, playing football. Let's look at our last one. And we're going to use a negative here. How would we build this sentence? The subject is I, so we're going to use was. And the negative, we add not after was. And sleep becomes sleeping. I was not sleeping when you called. So was and were depends on the subject. The verb takes the ing form, and when we're using negatives, we use was not or were not, wasn't or weren't, plus the verb in ing. So pause the video, read the sentences again out loud, and then let's keep moving on with our practice. And we're going to go on to a sentence scramble. Now, this is great practice because it forces you to think about the word order, not just the grammar. So remember our structure for our sentences, and let's get started. Was at I working? 8 p.m. So we always start with the subject, I. Then we add the past form of be, was. Then the verb, working. And then finally, the rest of the sentence, in this case, a time phrase. I was working at 8 p.m. Well done if you got that correct. Now, studying were they not for the test? So the subject is they, then were. What's the verb? To study. So studying for the test. But there's a negative there. Where do we put not? After were. They were not studying for the test. Well done if you got that correct. I'm going to have a question now. So think about the word order with the question. What happens with the subject and what happens with was? They swap. Was she cooking dinner? And how would you answer this? Yes, she was. No, she wasn't. And we have a little task here, correct the mistake. This is important because it helps you to spot common errors learners make with the past continuous. Let's start with our first one. She were playing outside at noon. So what is the subject? It was she. So is were correct? We've got the wrong subject-verb agreement. She was playing outside at noon. So they were, she was. Now they was. So if we're using they, would we use was? They were not watching a movie. Well done if you got that correct. Were you listen to music? So our verb subject agreement is correct here. This is correct. You were. Brilliant. So what's the problem? Listen. ing. You were listening to music. Well done if you managed to get all of those correct. And that brings us to the end of today's lesson on the past continuous. Today we learnt 3 key things. First, we learnt the structure of the past continuous. So was or were plus the verb with ing. So we'd say I was working, she was sleeping. Secondly, we learned when and how we use it in sentences. We use the past continuous when an action is in progress at a specific time in the past. For example, at 7 p.m., she was watching TV. And we also practiced forming different sentences and describing past events. So we practice affirmative, negative, and questions. And we also corrected common mistakes. Now, if you want more practice with this, we have bonus worksheets and activities available at Simple-ESL 21. That's all my links. or on our Patreon page. You can scan the QR code or click the link in the bio in the description. Great work today, and we will see you in the next lesson. Have a wonderful day.